My name is Andrew Hicks. I am the manager here at Toronto, Durham, Skedaddle. We cover basically from downtown Toronto all the way out to Belleville and as far north as Kawartha Lakes. There's a big difference between your urban wildlife that we deal with when we get into Toronto and a lot of the Durham region. Once we start getting into some of the further out areas, we're dealing with country raccoons and country problems. It all starts with our full home inspection. Our assessment team will walk around the home and walk the customer through every step of the process, where the animals are getting in, how we're going to get rid of them, and how we're going to make sure that this is a long-term solution. After that, we have our highly trained technical team come in to perform the work, again, walking the customer through every step, showing them what needs to be done or what we've been doing and why we're doing it. My wife and I have lived in the Durham and Toronto areas for over a decade. In that time, we've grown to know a lot of the local community members and businesses on a personal and a professional level. We live in these communities. We deal with all the same problems that our customers have been. And so we take it to heart to make sure that we're solving these problems for the people that we live with. We know the problems, the frustrations that these animals can cause, and we want to be able to solve it for them long term. My wife and I have been able to grow this team from the ground up and really focus on taking care of our team, in return having them take care of our customers. So the most common calls that we tend to get, especially this time of year, is raccoons. We're dealing with mama raccoon trying to have her babies, usually with inside someone's attic space. For probably the next month, we're going to be dealing with exclusively raccoons and raccoon babies. Once we get into August, that all changes and we deal almost exclusively with bats. That's the time of year that all the little bat babies are out leaving the colonies, and when customers tend to notice them a lot more. So we get a lot of calls for that at that time of year. Wintertime, we deal a lot with rodents, rats, mice, getting into the home. So it really depends on the time of year, depending on the situation and the animals that we're dealing with. It's never a bad time to call if you have an issue. Taking care of that problem before it becomes a massive problem is always better, so call us the second you see any sort of issues.